Hi, I'm Kurt Steinbrook, Director of Marketing Services with OurChurch.com. I'm here with the monthly update of what's been going on in the search engines. Google is still dominating. Bing over the years they've done advertising campaigns. They've now teamed up with Facebook. They arranged to have Yahoo search results provided by Bing. All of these things, and they still haven't been able to make a dent in Google. Google's still providing at least 2/3 of the results. Some of the stats have them as high as 80%. So it just depends on the different place you look. But we're going to start with Google since they're still dominating. Google did release a Panda update about a month ago. Nothing really new here. These Panda updates have become pretty regular, and they are what are known as refreshes. So these are not actually new algorithms, but they use the Panda update or Panda algorithm to update their search results and just make sure that they're keeping the quality level of the sites and their search results as high as they can. So it's not applying any new algorithm or new standards or anything like that. As long as you were okay before, you're probably still okay now. If you're an OurChurch.com client, just know we've always been within those Panda guidelines, so you're doing all right. This update only affected about 1.3% of US searches, so not even a very big impact on search results. The big thing for Google, though, was they changed their terms of service for local search. They now expressly state that they don't want owners and staff members posting reviews. This is a change. Before, it was kind of okay to do that as long as you identified yourself as a staff member. Personally, I like to know if a company has happy employees. I think that's important. Google doesn't, apparently. So they don't want you to do that anymore. Stick with just your customers. For churches, this is your members. Schools, you're talking students, parents, things like that. Google also changed their terms of service to say that they don't want people to have kiosks or computers set aside specifically for reviews. So I guess you can have them there for general use, and you can still ask people to post reviews, but you're not supposed to have it there if that's the only purpose for it. If you have Wi-Fi, then of course you can always ask people who bring their computers to post reviews. That's a good idea. I don't know exactly how they're going to enforce this, because it's not like Google can see, at least not yet, they can't see into your organization. But maybe they're just going to rely on if people report you. So if you're in a local business, you might want to be careful because maybe one of your competitors would visit and they would see it and they'd report you to Google. I don't really see churches reporting each other, so probably not too much of a risk there. But just be aware that this is the standard. With Bing, they didn't really change any algorithms, but they did change the formatting for a lot of their search results. So in their image search, the pictures are bigger and it's a little easier to navigate. And the big change for the image search is that now when you click on an image, it doesn't take you to a new page to load the image. It's right there on the page that you're on. And so that saves a lot of time. It makes it a lot quicker to load those images. So it's a very nice update that they did with that. They also updated their social sidebar. If you're familiar with Bing, they have 3 columns in their search results. They have the regular search results with the websites and everything that you're used to. And then they have their middle column they call their snapshot column. And then they have the social sidebar, which that has information mostly from Facebook. I think occasionally they'll have some things from Twitter, things like that. They've just changed the appearance of it for the most part. Maybe how much information is there or who they're putting in those results. Still a good way to connect with social while you're doing a search, ask questions, things like that. And not really too much of a change in the functionality. They also updated that snapshot column. That's the middle column there. The purpose of the snapshot column was to provide information and ability to do certain tasks without having to leave the search results. So this would be if you're searching for a restaurant and you want to see a menu, it might be there in that snapshot column. You might even be able to make a reservation if the restaurant does that. If you're searching for plane tickets, you might be able to find itineraries and things like that. So that's the purpose of that snapshot column there. And what they have changed now is that they now have information about famous people and places. This is primarily biographical information, historical information, things like that, maybe a picture, and maybe a link to like a wiki site or something else that would have that kind of information. So that would come if you search for, say, Barack Obama. you would see his picture and some biographical information about him and a link to probably his Wikipedia post and maybe even whitehouse.gov or something like that. This is really in line with what Google has been doing with their knowledge graph. Google's been putting information about famous people, places, things like that in the right side of their search results for a while now. So I guess Bing saw that, they liked it, and they decided to do something that was essentially the same thing that Google is doing there. But that's about it. No huge changes this month in the search results or in the search algorithms, which is it's a good thing. Nice to have a little break every now and then. But be aware, if you are an OurChurch.com customer, we're keeping our eye on these things and making sure that you're up to date and that we keep your optimization up to date as well. And so you have nothing to worry about. And just we are in the internet age, so remember that you need to stay strong in the search engines and use the internet to achieve your mission online. God bless.